Now I'm hearing Ray.
Amy.
I'm hearing Ray.
Okay. Welcome to New Thought Tuesdays. And Dean's hearing
I'm
Ray.
hearing things. Welcome to New Thought Tuesdays. Hey, 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 hey. Hi, Rich.
Hi,
Have you
good morning.
ever, have you ever, you people watching us out here, have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly seem to attract wealth and abundance into their lives while others struggle to make ends meet? Oh, baby, join us today. We're talking about abundance, and we're into the idea of not just the overall abundance, we're focusing in on material abundance today on New Thought Tuesdays. Hey, Richard.
Hey, how are you? Abundance. Some people fear the word and some people embrace it.
Yep.
And that depends on how you feel about it, whether you'll create it or not in your life. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Different aspects of abundance. Actually, we're going to probably talk about it for the next 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, we're in an abundance mode. One of the things that we're excited about is this idea of embracing a topic over a period of weeks as is necessary. So we're going to be talking to the people in the inner circle and really responding to what is needed in the inner circle, what is wanted in the inner circle. But this idea of have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly attract wealth and abundance into their lives and others just struggle. And it has been a compelling question for me over the years, especially many years ago. That's like, wow, what's going on? What's going on? And like, do you ever feel like there's never enough money or resources to go around?
Oh, but that's because they don't realize we're living in an infinite universe, abundant universe.
Yeah.
And that, we only have what you think about, you bring about. So stop thinking about not having, start thinking about having, start visioning for it. We're going to talk about that in the inner circle too,
Well,
visioning.
and easier said than done sometimes. And I'm a yeah, I can tell you from my own standpoint the idea of okay, just stop thinking about it that way. And that's the truth. Sometimes we resist this. I know. I mean, my story about material wealth was really that it was real. I mean,
Yeah.
like money was real. It's like be that it required some kind of sense um of adulation. The physical money, the dollars, the cents, the credit cards that came up into my era. Those of you watching today, you know, credit cards did not always exist. They are a relatively recent idea about abundance and money. I grew up in a lower middle class experience where money was always something that it's like, okay, we got to work to make money. Okay, my dad couldn't work. He had a physical condition that stopped him from being able to work. And so our whole household just was like for years and decades was how do you come up with money? One plus one equals two. There's no sense of expansiveness in the abundance realm. It was like, how do you put in the hours to make the money? There was no concept of money as an energy form.
Yeah.
It was just money was real. And over the years, my story about money has been from going from a place of yeah, money is real and you either have it or you don't have it, and you have to do something tricky to get it. Like you've got to be better at this than anything else, or you've got to work more and more hours. 40 hours, no, not enough. Let's do 65. Let's do 80. More hourly wage. Or when I got into the area of just being paid for my talents, it's like, okay, how can we set this up so there's long-term money? And even back then, it was coming from a place of scarcity.
Yeah.
There was a belief that I was not connected to this energy source of abundance. and I'm not just, I mean, we'll talk over a period of time. Abundance is not just about money. Abundance is not just about your bank account and credit cards and savings accounts and your 401k or your
Yeah.
savings. Money, there's this abundance quality in the world. Can look at the leaves in the trees. Can we talk about abundance? The grains of sand. Can we talk about abundance? The air that you breathe. But we're talking today about the whole thing of abundance in money. And that's my money story was, and that's one of the things that Rich and I have in common. Frank and I went to a T. Harv Eker's uh, uh, event 30 years ago, and it
Oh,
helped to clarify a new point of view. It's actually more than 30 years ago now, a new point of view about how to manage money, how to think about money. Then there was a book called The Abundance Book by John Randolph Price, which was provided me some spiritual awareness that unfolded a whole new money story. Whole new. So those are two books, and we'll talk about those a little bit in the inner circle today, The Abundance Book and Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. And these are parts that worked with my New Thought Ancient Wisdom teachings that I was learning to really turn around the abundance thing, turn around the whole thing about money as money being an energy. And that's the life that I'm living right now. Money is an energy that just keeps giving and taking. There's such flow of finances in our lives, just such great flow. And that all came from spiritual study. That all came from spiritual study. What about you, Rich? What's your money thing?
well, I grew up with the same thing. Money doesn't grow on trees, uh, not having enough. Grew up in a family with, no dad, just a mom and five kids. So there was no abundance there.
Hmm.
Uh, and that shows up in my life all the time. But the way I break through it, I mean, is uh, like you say, reading books, Steve Becker, and I know Carl Cease has a great one where he talks
Oh yeah,
about if you're chasing after money, you're pushing it away.
yeah.
Stop chasing after it now and allow it to come because we're working with an unlimited universe, an abundant universe. And abundance isn't something that just some people have and some people don't. I mean, you may look around you and say, "Oh, why do they have that and I don't have it?" You know, um, God or the universe it's capable of expressing itself in unlimited ways, and it does it, like you say, in abundance. It's everywhere around you, and supply's infinite. We just have to get in the vibration of knowing that for me, it's getting back to, sometimes when I'm broke, it's because I'm losing my spiritual connection to the infinite. And you never lose it, but consciously you lose
Right.
it. And
You
then I
you
start getting into fear, doubt, and worry, and that builds more and more of that. Oh my God, COVID hit. Now my business isn't doing well. And,
yeah.
stop it. Just stop thinking like that and stop thinking as the Jesus from Jerusalem did thousands of years ago, when he was able to manifest something out of nothing, the loaves of bread and the fishes to feed the multitudes. It was there, and he knew it. He didn't look down at the starving people around him. He looked up and thanked the Father for the gift of abundance of everything. And so when I go to that place of lack and limitation, it shows up in my life, and I can see it. Okay, how do you break free of that when the bills are coming in? You have a pile of bills, back
Right.
before I was doing these spiritual practices, I used to just pile up the mail. I wouldn't even open it. I was afraid to open it. I
Yeah.
actually went to like a 12-step program for finances to break free of this mentality that I grew up with. So, that's what we'll talk about in the inner circle. How do you break free of that? Uh, Limiting those limiting beliefs when it's all around you. It appears to be around you. You got to stop looking at the lack and limitation and start looking at the abundance that's going on around you. And we have some practices that we do, visioning, prayer treatments, different things that we do, and we'll talk about them in the inner circle. Also, I have this month, I'm going to be covering abundance in my newsletter, the Release the Genie newsletter, and I'll tell you how to get that when you come into the inner circle after this. You want to talk to them about the inner circle and what it is exactly.
Well, absolutely. And before we go into there, just to be clear, Rich has his own brand called The Infinite Filmmaker, and I have mine called Living in Concert with Life. And we come together for New Thought Tuesdays. And we've been doing this now for years, and just so much has unfolded from a financial awareness, our financial awareness, our financial courage has built up certainly has over the last years that we've been working. And what we've been talking about is our transformative power to align with the principles of material abundance. And that's one of the things Ernest Holmes, for instance, New Thought teachings, Ernest Holmes from Science of Mind talks about. So we've got in the inner circle, since you asked, we're going to be our inner circle. The inner circle is where we go in privately and speak with members of the New Thought Tuesdays community that are comprised of folks from the Infinite Filmmaker and folks from Living in Concert with Life and just folks from New Thought Tuesdays. We go into what we call the inner circle. It's a private, non-recorded place where we will be exploring, we continue to explore the topic that we're talking about. So with the inner circle, it's kind of a private workshop where each of our participants dives deeper and deeper into the subject matter of, like I said today, abundance, and creates a shift, just a little shift in his or her life, which is all that's needed, just a little shift. And also in the inner circle, you're going to have access to me. You're going to have access to Rich. You're going to have access to ongoing support from our New Thought community. God love you guys. And support and engagement with these like-minded individuals. Plus things that Rich is working on, things that I'm working on, we will share those with you. So today in the inner circle.
Well, we're going to talk about material abundance in the inner circle. What do you need, guys? You need more money to be able to create the things that you need in your life, that you want to create and experience in your life. You want more relationships, a loving relationship, more support from your clients, more clients, better health. Yeah, even better health, guys. That, I've been being called lately to do some healing work. And I believe, just as the master did thousands of years ago, that you can heal the body temple. So no matter what it is, it's unlimited, perfect health, perfect wholeness, perfect divine expression within and in and as and through you. And that's what we're going to talk about in the inner circle. That's what I'm going to talk about. I got some great things to share about what's been going on with me lately too. And I'm looking to learn about.
As a recap, just before we go off into the inner circle, we're talking about abundance today. We're talking about the principles of the flow in the universe of abundance and the manifestation, kingdom 2 manifestation of cash and credit cards and wonderful material things. That's what we're talking about, and our relationship to that. So we will be encouraging you to take inspired action, and we are looking forward to being with you in the inner circle. If you want to be part of, if you don't know about this yet, but you want to be part of the inner circle, you can go to newthoughttuesdays.com, fill out the I want to be reminded, and we will send you a link to the inner circle so you can join us. Let's go there, Rich.
Yeah, and if you're online right now watching us, just stay here. Is that right?
That's not right, actually.
That's not
if
right.
you're online, you cannot see us in the inner circle. That's all private.
Okay, so you got to go to newthoughttuesdays.com and get the link, and then you can join us. Okay.
Yep. All righty.
See you later.
Looking forward to it. Into the
next Tuesday.
inner circle.